For some, the final chapter of the season. For others, a final week before the playoffs. And we're off in Week 18. He stopped on the run back at the 27. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Off the play action, Chuck. Connects on the crosser. And they had somebody there for that quick stop, but a nice completion gets him across midfield.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Chuck now on 1st down. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Chuck. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Just about every play in an NFL game usually has a protagonist and antagonist, a good and a bad. The good there, the courage of that wide receiver. The bad just could not haul it in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Let's go now. 70 Lions.
They give to Harris from the gun. This is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's a Chiefs 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Guy plays straight ahead. Saw the lane, hit it quick, call out a gain of 7. Nicely done.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
That one finds Xavier Worthy. And he's going to score! Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Chiefs 7, Cardinals nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On the set.
The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Airing it out to start this drive. Low is there. Trey McBride. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it's good enough for an Arizona 1st down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this 1st quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Throw left side, complete. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Here we go. 52, book, fight, 97. Cut.
Pass play now. Dump off caught by his back. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest lead.
And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Ready,
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, set. Yellow, 43. Hut.
Pass play coming here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
Cardinals first down.
Fight, 6, let's go. Ready, set.
Goal to go, it's a pass play. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. Through the defense he goes, room to burn. The 40, 30, into the red zone. And he's going to take this one back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown.
Kate, I know you feel the same questions I do from people as, well, do you ever have a rooting interest in the game? Or is it hard to not root for your home team or anything like that? No, the only thing we root for, to be honest, is a close game. And right now, with this kind of start, it doesn't feel like we're going to have one.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35. Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, 1st and 10.
Ready.
Back to work they go after the interception. He's trying to push the field. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. It got 2nd down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Now, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, you're going to be more interceptions.
Going again on 2nd. Completed over the middle. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals make it a 1-score game. Trey McBride, the touchdown. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. And he'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Back to throw. Chubb. Hauled in by Worthy, right side. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
It's it's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Running for the marker on second. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up third down. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, let's go!
Shot working from the gun. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I could think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
4th down, and it'll be the native of County Wicklow in Ireland. Standing, it's a fake from deep on their own half. And he's hauled down before he can pay off that gamble as their creativity is rewarded with a turnover on downs.
Well, they tried the fake, but no one was fooled. Defenders saw right through that attempt to sell that punt. Clearly, this squad did their homework this week, and they knew that was coming on 4th down.
Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Down. Set.
They're going to try and throw it here. Setting up the running back screen. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal. He picks up 15 on the play. And now they have a 1st and goal. And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our 1st quarter. It's a 14-7 game. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. About to begin the 2nd here. The Cardinals definitely thinking points.
Here we go.
They'll try and punch it in. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
2nd and goal coming up from the 7.
Set punt. Ready.
Here's a throw. And he scores. That's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
They'll try this extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Cardinals tie things up at 14. After tying this game up, they're all set to center away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Shuck now from the gun. Short pass brought in. They'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Give him 13 on that play. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, it's a difference.
Throwing across his body, and it backfires. Interception. And the Cardinals are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. He got hit as he tried to throw, and normally those linemen are the ones making that hit to affect the pass, Brock. It is so nice to see one of the big boys on the other end of the impact play, getting the INT that time.
And couldn't you almost feel the fat bubbles coming off his helmet? Don't drop it. Don't drop it. Don't drop it. You don't get many chances to get an interception as a D lineman. That ball seemed to be in the air forever for him, but he makes the play. His friends, his family are celebrating, and most importantly, his teammates right by.
Score one for the big boys, baby.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Set. Put.
Throwing on seconds. Finds him on the crossing route. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So after that big play, Brock, they need just that final yard here on first and goal. From the red zone now. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to second down.
Hey, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You can tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
So after the incomplete pass, here's second and goal.
Come on, set. Black, 95. Ready.
Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Cardinals parlay the interception into points. Close play here, so the officials want to take a second look at it. If there's an argument for continuing to rely on the fullback, Brock, it is plays just like that that remind us. They're pretty good at barreling in for touchdowns when they're given the chance.
And you know the greatest fullback name ever? Maybe you need to name your son Sam Gash. Because that dude, when I think fullback, I think Sam Gash.
And he gets it on the sneak. Touchdown! The Cardinals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on fourth down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out first and 10. On play action, here's Shuck. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on.
He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's a Chiefs first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10.
Here we go, set.
Throwing from the gun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
The gun, they'll give it to him inside. And 2 yards all he can get. It's third down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Let's go now. Mike, go.
Throw here, 3rd down. To the left and wheeled in by Ferguson. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker, 4th down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force a 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on down.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
The right side hauled in by Komet. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
There's no question, Kate, the big play is down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Let's go.
Back now, pressure coming. Throw right side, hauled in by Harrison. And this one does not go far.
Not that many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. Easy way to do it, catches just like that. Going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. Stick around, more from Arrowhead on the other side.
Okay,
Route set. This is 3rd and 5.
set, ready. 50.
He's dropping back to throw. It's with Harrison again. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Now a timeout called just as the play clock was down to 2. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. The Cardinals out for the punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. He has it at the 22. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Throwing, Chuck. Passing is hauled in by the running back. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Chiefs in the hurry-up, trying to get everyone to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Shuck. Complete out to the right side. And they'll make the stop over the 46-yard line. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. First and 10 now from the 46.
46-yard line.
Shuck. Underneath it goes. Catch made by the running back. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Cardinals side of the field.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 45-yard line.
To throw again here, it's Shuck. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Pride connected with Xavier Worthy there. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He finds Worthy, complete. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They've got first down here from the 36.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Sticking to the air here. This one's reeled in downfield by Ferguson. They get 19 on that pickup. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
The Cardinals are going to use the last of their timeouts.
16-yard line.
And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Offense getting set. Here's first and 10.
Let's go now.
Still sticking with the passing game. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone.
Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs earn the chance to tie before halftime. They can go to the locker rooms tied if they put this through. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs tie this game at 21. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Down. Set.
Looking to throw. Throw deep to the left side. That's grabbed inside the 30. When this gets close to the red zone, he is inside the 25. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This will end up as a touchback. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. First and 10 coming up.
Here we go. 33. Yellow. Striker. 3-3. Slide through. Hut.
They'll work against the blitz. Escapes out to the left. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
After the sack could really use a big play here on second down. It's 2nd and 15. He's gonna throw this one. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Here he goes, third and long. He's got McBride, complete. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way. New set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Come on, ready.
Blown back, gets the handoff. He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
After that little 8-yard scooch, here comes 2nd and 2.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. Hits him on the end route. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Okay,
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
5, 97. Yellow, 43. Ready.
Throwing from the gun here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals take the lead right away in half number 2. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. They're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Even 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Pressure coming, it's Shuck. He put everything he had into this one. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs start the second half with some needed points. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
And the The kick is good, and we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Calvin Austin on the return. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Ready?
Off the play fake, he'll throw. It's McBride downfield, and he's got it. And they had somebody there for that quick stop, but a nice completion gets him across midfield. They managed 22 on the riff and a 1st down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
One play in, Brock in his drive is already into enemy territory.
Set, ready, cut.
They'll run here on 1st down. Didn't sell the draw enough, but he pays the price. He's headed the wrong direction, backs him up for 2nd down. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Down, set.
Dropping back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He's going to get it to Marvin Harrison Jr. there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
3rd and long for him here. Trying for the deep ball. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
They'll bring out the punter here. And they could really use a good one here. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. All right, they're out and set. Here we go, 1st and 10. Handoff to the back. He's fighting for it, but will not get there. They stall the run out, and that's a safety.
You could just feel it, right off the snap. You just got that sense at the line of scrimmage. When those big guys defensively win it right off the jump, right at the line of scrimmage down here at the goal line, well, they've got a chance to put 2 points on their ledger. That's well done by those big boys defensively.
Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, 1st and 10.
10 cycles.
They'll throw to begin this drive. Jump off caught by his back. And our 1st down only gets about a yard here, and the defender there to force him out.
I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Finds his man over the middle. And they are going to have to face a 3rd down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Ready. 10 black.
We're going to get a timeout here. Play clock was down to 4 seconds. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Third and a lone yard coming up.
Here we go. Hut.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. First call here coming from the shotgun. Off the play action. Chuck. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Big gain downfield. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take the lead just before the end of the third. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Butker to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chiefs jump in front now by 5.
Cardinals 30. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter.
Let's go now. Set.
Back to throw on 1st and 10. And he's dropped. They get there for the sack. And that brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's Cardinals ball, and they could use a score. They come into the 4th trailing. Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see here, 2nd and 19.
Watch out now. Ready.
Back to throw. He completes it in traffic. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
Ready.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Dumps it off to his running back. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Give him 5 on the play. And it's good enough for an Arizona 1st down.
1st down, Cardinals.
Set. Hut. Ready.
Throwing from the gun. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Here we go. Set. Ready. 38. Set. Go.
They are throwing it again. This is back complete. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it's going to give the Cardinals a 1st down.
At the 34-yard line.
Down. Hut. Hut.
Throwing it again here. Dumped off to his running back. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over.
Ready.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow. 22.
He's going to throw it again. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
To the air on third and long. And it's incomplete, so that's going to bring up fourth down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
It's far enough, but does not get the redirect off the upright. It's no good. And the deficit remains unchanged here in the fourth.
It's one of those game management situations, Kate, that people are going to question afterwards. Fourth quarter, down by that margin. Yeah, you could question whether you even should have brought the field goal team out. Now with that miss, there's going to be even more criticism.
On first down, they'll run. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. Second down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Shot with a quick toss out wide. And they're going to down by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Long back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He gets him inside the 40, and that's a gain of about 9 yards on the play.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down. The first carry now, Brashard Smith. I think they might have taken that first down for granted there, Brock, and now their punishment is they got to figure out third down.
Yeah, a little bit of questioning, some mind games now, right?
Yeah.
Why didn't that work out? Can we trust to run it here on third down? Not a gigantic call, but one that certainly creates a lot of confusion.
Complete over the middle. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. 25 on that play. And that's a Chiefs first down. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Chiefs with a 5-point lead. To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Rolling back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's in for the touchdown. The Chiefs making a 2-possession game here in the fourth. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And he won't opt to bring this one out. He's content to keep it there in the end zone. They'll start their drive at the 35. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. First and 10 coming up. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Trying to push deep downfield. He had it for a moment, but a quick defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And it's going to be second down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate. before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. Two great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for third down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Maybe a little rattled after that near interception. Let's see how he plays this on third and long. Downs will go in motion left. Here he is to throw. It's cut by Harrison. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals now within one score in the fourth. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cardinals trim the deficit down to 5. So they're going to line up for the onside kick that may just decide this game. Just over a minute to play. Waiting for that signal, waiting for it. Oh, they've got it. The Cardinals recovered. Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here he is to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Back to throw. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
To throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Ready.
They've got to go for it in this spot, Brock. This is 4th down.
Come on. Set. 33. Yellow. Cut.
Desperation time here. He's gotten the prime complete. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. Arizona goes ahead and calls its 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. Free play here. Let's see what he does. Connects on the crosser. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And he goes out of bounds as now we're going to hear from our referee. We both saw the defender jump there before that snap. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Ready. Ready.
Setting up to pass. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And, Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
Now a big play for the Cardinals as they go for two.
The
They
Cardinals
look to throw it. And unable to connect on that throw, so they're still ahead. Now they just have to defend it over the final seconds here.
Chiefs 42.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Shock working from the gun. This is taken in by Slayton on the right side. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
The pass ball is incomplete, but was there a reason for it? You see a flag out there. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. 1st and 10 now from the 46. Chuck now from the gun. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. This game now resting on the attempt from Harrison Butker. It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. He didn't get enough into it, so it just comes down shy of the crossbar. So the Cardinals get to fly home as winners on the road. Well, Brock, the playoffs didn't materialize for them this year, but at least they were able to rally together here in this final week and close the campaign out with a victory.
Yeah, you know, once those playoffs are out of the picture, your focus really becomes building some hope for next season. Ending things on a good note, getting people excited about your tape and what's to come in the future. And in this win, we certainly saw some of those moments that make me excited to see them chase the playoffs next season.
So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Kansas City.
I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check. And you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air, don't ever disrespect. I got you all in check. Bust the rhymes up in the place. True indeed. Yes, I got the record, that's word on my feed. I'm guaranteed to give you what you need. One blood, everybody like Junior Reed. Wake up every morning, yo, I must succeed. Nationwide knockouts make the world stampede. Yo, Willie, make we roll some mad charge. Now I must proceed. Yo, we about to make moves, set speed. Beast to baby, fight Q-tip, Alicia Heed. Watch me out like Apollo Creed. Body, making you your flow sound used. Got to pay your dues, baby, you know the rules. Whenever I travel the world, I land cruise. If you choose to, how you get. Now I got you on super unlimited views. Give me room, give me some space, your excuse. When I step up in the place, then you I step correct. But I got you all in check. I got that head knob that make you your neck. But I got you all in check. And you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. But I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air and never disrespect. But I got you all in check.
You're now rocking with the best. Busta Rhymes coming through from the Flip Mode Squad. Boy Scouts who I be, straight to your dome. We coming straight to your dome, bringing all you ruckus to all you rap. Boy Scouts who I be, Flip Mode is the squid on. Busta Rhymes break it down like this.
Yo, which, throw my flow. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Throw them type right out my window. Blast you with a direct blow. Coming through like G.I. Joe. Star Wars moving ill like Han Solo. Make you bounce around like this was Calypso. Always shine cause I got the high pro glow. You think that you can hide, you think you can lay low. Roll up on your eye like Hawaii 5-0. Mac out with my dreads in my Kango. Forget them, just pass the. Yo, take a trip down to Mexico. Come back with that might make you psycho. Maximum frequency studio stereo. Sorry, this is it, but homeboy, I got to go. When I step up in the place and you I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head knob that make you your neck. I got you all in check. And you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air and never disrespect. I got you all in check.
Poses.